That's very cool. Yeah, good. Job will be fixed this time. Yeah, it's in the last bit. I mean,
really annoying for the journalists who are trying to do their crosses right now.
Yeah, so tap him on the shoulder, you reckon? It's a good man.
It is.
No one really. 104. Thanks very much. That's right. There's all the appearances of the suffering. You were able to urge him to stop, or you just ran out?
You had good intentions.
I think he was stopping anyway, but I asked him. I said, look, let's give it another couple of minutes, maybe.
just on purpose. So no notables, no parliamentarians, ex-parliamentarians.
Nobody. No, not that we can see. Just the Serbians and a few pro-liberty activists.
I think it's strange. So for the ALP, they're in a difficult position because they don't really want to buy into this argument. Christina Keneally has essentially said that the document shouldn't have been allowed in the country in the first place. So yeah, I think it's dangerous for them to say anything.
I mean, yeah, everything's sort of super sensitive right now leading up to a May election.
Yeah, well, except that Alberto said it's been mishandled, so he can say that, and that's sort of passes muster. But if he actually says what the decision will be of the judges,
they're not going to weigh into that. They're just going to criticise the government's handling of the whole fiasco.
Yeah, which is opportunistic. And I think it's justified, but it's opportunistic as well. Why would you do that? But I'm surprised that there wouldn't be some current parliamentarians, ex-parliamentarians here, senior lawyers.
There were some at the pro-refugee protests outside the hotel, mainly from the Greens and those sort of that sort of end of the spectrum. But otherwise, it's literally just, as you can see, just Serbians and a couple of Aussie flags. That's it.
It's strange, isn't it? Because I mean, for a politician who's prepared to actually say something definitive, there's actually wonderful opportunity to get publicity. Wonderful opportunity, almost unrivaled.
Yeah.
As long as they're eloquent, the arguments are well made.
The only problem is it is actually obviously a legal matter at the moment, so they don't want to probably interfere with that. Let the court decide.
But they can speak to the issues without actually.
I think they're just playing it safe right now, aren't they? As you say.
Well, I think it's a lot of politicians are fairly gutless. They don't want to take strong positions. To do that, you may lose some of yourselves.
Yeah.
In a sense, you sit on the fence. That doesn't inspire people to follow politics. They don't want spin doctrine. They want some substance. Like the whole Sydney Festival issue, which is also fascinating.
Oh yeah.
Which I support. It's fantastic. Lots of arguments waging back and forth.
Yeah.
Obviously, Israel deeply worried and upset about the boycott. Blah, blah, blah.
What's your occupation, by the way? What do you do?
So I did economics. As I was saying to your colleagues, so my second cousin is Malcolm Fraser, so former Prime Minister.
Oh wow, second cousin.
Yeah. So I've always been deeply involved in politics from a very early age, engaging on a whole range of issues.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Starting with safe injecting rooms a long time ago, which were then opposed by both Labor and Liberal parties.
So what's your take on the whole Djokovic situation from your point of view? Where do you see it?
So for me,
are you out of here?
I like that.
No.
No, you just go into the car. No worries.
So I think. I certainly don't think that Djokovic poses a threat, a public health threat. I think any suggestion he does is just absurd.
Right.
And I mean, the minister has admitted and has accepted the advice from the Department of Health, which is that Djokovic poses no risk whatsoever. He's had COVID twice. As to the question of whether his continued presence in Australia may serve to encourage the anti-vaxxers, I think to an extent it probably does. So it's a very high bar. It's extremely difficult for Djokovic's legal team to actually say that use of the word may is illogical, irrational.
Yeah.
And there's no defence.
I mean, the defence, fair credit to them, they found what could be viewed as a hole in the government's argument where the whole start they've taken by keeping Djokovic in the country, he's going to incite there's almost a bit of a hole in that argument.
Well, there is, but at the same time, it's very hard to say. It's very hard to say that it's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because I think, in a sense, it probably does, and it probably already has. So it's really hard for his legal team to convince three judges that the use of the word made is unjustified. I sincerely hope they do rule that way. I think it'd be fantastic for justice, fantastic for Djokovic, fantastic for Australia.
Within the state.
Yeah. I think if I was a judge, I would say that there's no basis to the second effort to cancel Djokovic's visa, and he should be allowed to stay in Australia.
Yeah.
And maybe, I mean, if I was the minister, I would engage with Djokovic privately and say, okay, we'll drop it.
I think politically it's going to backfire on the government if they lose this one.
Well, humiliating.
Yeah, it's huge. And embarrassment to the country as well, I think.
Well, it has,
That's the collateral damage.
Well, yeah, it has.
What does it say about our government? The courts overruling the government, essentially.
Well, it's a good thing, isn't it? I mean,
it's good that we've got the separation of powers, right?
Well, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, if I was the minister, I would have spoken to Djokovic and said, we're in a very difficult position. Are you prepared to make the following statements publicly with me?
Oh, he's always going to say no to that, though. He's here to play tennis, not to get involved in politics. No,
but in a way to assuage the situation, just to say, that in fact he doesn't oppose vaccination per se.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, that he's not opposed to vaccination per se. He's opposed to compulsory vaccination. And I mean, they're two separate issues.
Just a moment, mate, sorry. Cups out. You got the cup out. Look at all this swag. You doing another class anytime soon?
So I've got, no, I did one at one.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to get some boxes before the cold starts.
Yeah.
Do one after whenever the session is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm just so knackered, eh?
Yeah, you'd be stoked.
Yeah.
We're putting up another roller so you can come
Oh,
another shade.
I'm kind of like over it now. I just wanted to make a decision. That's it. Like,
Surely you'll let it stay.
so,
I'm kind of half written and happy like anything. But if you support it, I definitely have to.
hang on a sec.
What's your name? Is that a channel?
I work for the Associated Press, so we're like all over the world. News agency.
Is it live?
It is live, yeah.
On YouTube? Where does it go?
We're basically like a middleman when it comes to news. So we have a live stream, and like hundreds of broadcasts around the world can use it if they want to.
Oh,
Yeah.
but does it go live to people to watch?
It does, yeah.
But what platform?
So like literally like Channel 7, Channel 9 in Australia, ABC, SBS, like American broadcasters.
But it doesn't go live on the YouTube channel.
Not on YouTube, no. But like for example, if a broadcaster in like Asia wanted to use pictures of you guys singing and dancing, they could like use this live stream.
Oh, okay, yeah, real. And I just saw you like every day, so that's why I wanted to see if it's like people can actually watch it.
We have like 600 broadcasts around the world
Oh, okay.
that literally use this live stream up to 600. So
yeah, that
it's such
explains it, yeah.
it's such a big story. I'm down here like every single day. It's real sense. So
Yeah, because I just before when it was like happening before, people messaging me from Serbia saying like how are you on, but I can't see a Serbian crew here.
so do you know like RTS?
Yeah,
Serbia?
RTS, yeah, that one.
Tanjuk, I think it is, or Tajung.
Tanju, yeah.
So they're both of our clients.
Oh,
So these-
they take it.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
okay, that makes sense.
they're both of our broadcasters who have an agreement with us, and they would have been using my stream that
Yeah,
I'm on
okay,
and
that
then putting
makes
it on the
sense.
telly.
Yeah, I was like, but why? Where's the crew? Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for
You
that.
should get a video and show me
Yeah,
of your relatives over there.
yeah, I will.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, thank
It's
you so
amazing though that they can see you all the way from
Yeah,
Serbia.
because everyone was like, oh my god, what? And I'm like,
But yeah, we literally have like partners everywhere.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool that they can take it. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Serbia has huge interest in this story. as you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean,
Would you be
yeah, kind of.
interested in having a chat to us? We're just about to come over and ask a couple of people.
Yeah, if you come over, yeah, I might see them. Yeah.
What are you gonna ask them, Jules? What do you think's gonna happen? That's the question. How you going, mate?
How you going? Saul.
From the Associated Press. Jules and I used to work together. We used to work in Sydney, yeah. Same at Jules' Focus. And then I worked my normal shift like 4 days before I started. 7 days straight a week. Just like
Radio e radio, insieme danza. Radio e radio, insieme
lady in blue standing with some lunch shirts. the bakers first. The purple bakers first in front of the other. It's gone with white and red in front of the others. Maybe. And there's a couple of others as This was on Monday during that spray. I'm just going to fix this.
Hey mate, how you doing? You with your umbrella?
Very cute.
One in three people risk developing shingles in their lifetime. Talk to your doctor about shingles today.
Pensiamo a naše prijatelje Rumune.
Bravo!
Opa!
There you go, mate. I've seen you around.
Well, I'm always around.
Yeah, you are. I've noticed.
It's Romanian song. It's not Serbian.
Solidarity.
It has to be cross-cultural. We got Croatian people, Serbian together.
Yeah. And you're Serbian? Nice. What do you reckon's going to happen today?
Well, we are going to win, and then we are going to celebrate.
Where are you celebrating here?
Maybe here, maybe French girl. She's here.
Let's do it. Evo je! Gdje si ti?
Ostavimo pusta maga.
Thank you.
Ukinuo sam ga, ukinuo.
zakasnio je.
Number one in the world! Yes! Number one fan in the world!
Opet tu mamu opet. Ono je najbolje. Ajde, pusti to. Ma to je najbolje.
Živa Srbija! Bože prate! Nalavi se šar planina i dohvati tri čobana, hajde i dohvati tri čobana. Prvi čoban joj se voli, ajde pusti mene šar planino. la majku što ne žali.
Proszę prawda, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we demand that those who have trespassed against the basic freedom of the best tennis player in the world are held. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, for Christ's sake, forever and ever. Bože pravda. Amen.
Dođe ta harmonika pa da ga rastu.
Kočenje Srbije i bez srce gdje mu milije. Naša jedno poslednje, doći ću do tebe.
Majka me naučila Osuđavu svojega. Mi smo Srbi, nek se zna. Mi smo Srbi, nek se zna. Živjela nam Srbija. Živjela nam Srbija. Srbija, 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 Srbija.
Iako sunce sa Kosova, ne damo te zemljo dušano, ne damo te zemljo Nemanjića, Obilića, braće Ljubovića.
Za
The Minister is engaged in reasoning, the Minister also engaged in reasoning, alive to the fact that the applicant's views have not been sought, and he makes that clear in paragraph 7. No challenge to that statement has been made. Face value. So we say there could be, in any event, no unreasonableness or failure to legislate jurisdiction circumstances in this case. That brings me to the last ground, which is ground 2. It starts at paragraph 79 of the observations. That ground challenges the finding of the Minister along the way to being satisfied of the ground in paragraph 6.81. finding that is challenged is that the applicant's presence in Australia may foster anti-vaccination sentiment. The first section, I think before I go to that, my friend also makes this point about paragraphs 19 and 39 of the Minister's statement. I think this is at the place as to deal with it. So he reads paragraph 19 of the Minister's statement to say something which it just simply doesn't say. He reads paragraph 19 to say, as if he says, I, the Minister, have no idea what Mr. Djokovic's views are about vaccination. And then my friend says, look, how ridiculous is that? In paragraph 39, he purports to say that they're well known. This is the most egregious breach of the Wu-Shan principle you can imagine. It has to be read as a whole. He doesn't say in paragraph 19 that he doesn't have a view on what Mr. Djokovic's views about vaccination are. He just says, which is accurate, he didn't ask for, as it were, an updated view, what his present attitude is. And then he explains why. So there is no tension. So to the extent that my friend's argument about there's some illogicality in it, or unreasonableness, or there's no basis for it, I mean, it's clear that there's a basis for the views of Mr. Djokovic's views about vaccination, and paragraph 19 is actually no tension. I can't just simply say That's what leads to the healthcare consequences. And we will say that the known facts about which is views, received views, knowledge of received views, society views, and unanswered views, evaluation of the safest and equivalent would be turned to to make accountable of those issues. That's all which requires the interest of the nation. So on that basis, we say there are more just starts with the bacteria, the sense, and then one draws inferences from that thing. Not wrong, this inferences are people because of Djokovic's status able to influence people who left him. And seems to be controversial in regard to how celebrities engage in all kinds of things. And the last, I think that probably I've addressed paragraph 9 and 9 of those issues, and no evidence basically saying that his evidence sufficient to draw the inference that is drawn. Then there is a logic turning point that starts from 93 to 98. We have, I think, in substance addressed that issue already as well, but I would say logically I have not gone to as present court, we would say each of the grounds should be dismissed and it should be in order that the applicant pay minister's costs.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, well, mate, we need the makers to try
Yes, Your Honour. A brief reply. I only reply on ground 1. My reply points are inspired partly by 2 questions from the bench. One was a question of Justice Pasenko before lunch, and one a question from Your Honour the Chief Justice to my opponent after lunch. And the underlying issue here I might call awareness versus consideration. Justice Pasenko's question to my learned friend was, is it sufficient that the Minister was aware of the matter, or is it necessary to show that he was aware of it and took it into account and conducted some sort of balancing exercise and so on? And whilst I don't have in print in front of me, Your Honour, the Chief Justice's question, I gather that it was rather the same issue. It was really the same issue. I think you can deal with them together. Yes, I will, thank you. Now, the answer, Your Honour, is that consideration was required in the circumstances of this case. The reason, Your Honour, is helpfully illustrated by the decision of CWY20, which was referred to by me earlier and by Mr. Lloyd, but again the citation 2021 FCA FC 195. Now, different decision, but shared some common features. So that was a decision under 501 capital A of the Act, which is a power of the Minister without natural justice to in effect substitute for a favourable decision of the tribunal an unfavourable decision of the Minister. The conclusion of the court, 5 members of the court, including, as I recall, Your Honour the Chief Justice and Justice Pasenko, was that in the circumstances of that case, it was unreasonable for the Minister not to consider the consequence of the decision that he ultimately made, but for the challenge, being refoulement of the applicant from Australia, given the way that the Minister had framed his own reasons. The point was, this is the critical point of CWY20, that what the Minister had said in his reasons demonstrated that he was aware that if he made a cancellation decision, the consequence would be that the applicant would be refooled by operation of the various provisions of the Act that made, at that point in time, removal mandatory despite the existence of non-reform obligations. The critical point, or a critical point of the judgment, is the paragraph that I referred to earlier, which was 130, within the reasons of Justice Pasenko, where Your Honour, Justice Pasenko, citing the various cases therein, said, well, in effect, there's ample authority for the proposition that one doesn't read into a statement of reasons produced by a decision maker, findings, reasoning, in effect, consideration of a matter that aren't there. Now, it was trite, it was the very precept for the controversy in CWY 20. The Minister was aware that non-reform would be the consequence, but the conclusion of the court was it was unreasonable not to consider in assessing financial interest. Now, that is useful illustration of a few points. One is this, that unreasonableness, that may be more apt concept to apply to respect to ground one and irrationality, but there are obviously concepts that are informed by, say, underlying vulnerabilities. Unreasonableness can be used to deprecate not only findings of economic habits, but the process by which the decision was reached. And in CWY 20, what made the process unreasonable was the fact that consequences of the decision, reform, was not considered. So as the court was pleased to point out, despite the Minister's spending arguments to the court, it was about economic and consideration. The point was the Minister only unreasonable in effect manually if the consequence of the Minister's own finding is unreasonable, meant that it was unreasonable not to consider the very consequence that the Minister made this decision would have been conformed. So that reflects, of course, authority. Again, this is fairly trite, but it occurred to me when I was thinking about this earlier, so I mentioned it, which is AB-17, 2020, 269, other reports, 439, where a majority of after paragraphs 19 and 20 make that kind of quite critical, that unreasonableness can deal with not only finding reason, but process leading to the point. Now, paragraphs 19 and 20. Now, in that context, let me assume, for the sake of argument, that the Minister was aware that the adverse decision that he made might be let's assume the purpose of discussion of admitting this, assume that for the purpose of discussion that he might have been aware of that, in the sense that he was a member of our society and was involved in not so good or perhaps let's assume that he was aware of that because of the content of the background of the BBC, they expressly said that they're being activity galvanised by the legislation decision. The point, the essence of round one was this, and it's why it shares features with CWY 20. As soon as you accept, as we say, that the Minister had clearly identified, particularly as bearing on what the Minister thought a forum of public interest, paragraph 39, the risk of doing anything that would strengthen anti-vax sentiment. That was the Minister's own chosen criteria or issue of concern. As soon as the Minister did that, linked it appropriately in the exercise of his broader value powers to his own assessment of what the core and public interest, it's pretty reflective of his decision. If one attributes, as I formulate, awareness to the Minister, both as a means I suggest of common knowledge or awareness of the relevant pathways that they set up, then it becomes perverse or unreasonable, perhaps fair term, for the Minister not to do something with that awareness in assessing the reason for the public interest lay. In other words, if the Minister was aware, then it called for an evaluation. It called for balancing. Now this is what segues my point. at least halfway through this, I had to continue to. This is what is a useful segue for what I might call the Taumapi. Now, respectfully, this is really distinguished Taumapi is on all fours. Saying comprehensive statement of reasons described as a statement of reasons identify those features of particular harm to report as a basis upon which interest in something not mentioned will not be considered. This is always argument, and it's like that part is that one might take bits and pieces of the minister's reasons, or perhaps common knowledge, to suggest a possible awareness. But what one does not see, and we don't accept that, but I'm treating it as the premise for the purpose of this point of argument, what one doesn't see is what one would expect to see in a document styled as a statement of reasons, apparently comprehensive, and engage with Parliament in a necessarily valuable exercise. Where the public interest might, if indeed, as again I've indicated, for the sake of argument, awareness of school anti-vax aggravation of consequences of coercive state action, in other words, cancellation removal, was in play. Now, can I conclude the point in this way? The relevant attachment, setting aside probability, submissions action, the only relevant evidence is attachment. But attachment H spoke to various different things. Page 1 and page 2 was essentially the point vaccination. It is that aspect of attachment H, and only that aspect of attachment H that is referred to by the Minister in his reasons. That's paragraph 18 and paragraph 41. Nowhere in the reasons does the Minister specifically provide any of their reference to the second which spoke to the anti-vaccine aggravation that emerged in part this week in response to cancellations. One simply doesn't see it. So in these your honours, getting back to this distinction between awareness and consideration, a stretch indeed even for the Minister to submit that the Minister was aware of. All that the Minister did was speak to a quite distinct proposition emerging from that document. But as I've said, even if the Minister is aware of it, even if it's to be assumed in the Minister's favour, and he carefully read the BBC report, please down in mind in the Minister's own clear articulation, particularly in 39 of his reasons, of what concerns him anti-vaccination sentiment. There is no reference to the evidence, certainly no discussion or weighing of it in the ultimate assessment of the public interest. And that leads to my final point, and it might be quite obvious that it needs to be said. A couple of times, Mr. Lloyd submitted that Australia, and I'm attempting, I'm not exactly, Australia ought not to be bound to tolerate the presence of a person in Australia because of what might happen if that person were removed. My answer is try, and it ought to be broad. This case is not about, as Admiral Law really is, about whether the Minister could have, after considering this relevant point, whether the Minister could have cancelled the visa. That's not an issue that ground one of my client's application invites this court to conclude. It's not part of our argument and would violate orthodox principles of administrative law. Our point is that the Minister has erected his own criterion of accident, and in light of the singular evidence before him, setting aside questions of common knowledge, indicating that anti-vax sentiment clearly was being provoked by the coercive state action that had been engaged in at the end, the cancellation. Drawing from the same underlying principles as seen in my voting. It was unreasonable for the Minister not to consider that evidence, only evidence, in assessing what the impact of final binary decisions would be. Of course, ultimately those of weight were the Minister. Our point is, as a matter of fact, it clearly was not evaluated, and it follows that the decision ought to be set aside.
Your Honour, may I say something about what I'm going to find?
In a moment.
Your Honours, the only thing I wanted to say, again, is not earth-shattering, but in terms of relief, if the court were persuaded there was no such error, we will seek not only watching, but an order requiring immediate release, say within 30 minutes or thereof, of the court's decision. An order substantially the same kind was made by Judge Kelly on Monday of the week past. And of course the court is aware of this, but there are many cases obviously where if circumstances of urgency demand, of course, it's up to the court to deliver orders in advance of reasons at the time permitted but not allow for the articulation of this reasons.
Two things. One in relation to that, well, two things. One is, my friend's case in paragraph 19 of his application, ground 1, is premised upon the Minister having not considered the matter A and B. Which applies to the point. So even if he did consider it, he didn't feel it was unreasonable in what he did. That's not the case. We haven't come to that case. That is a different ground. And we say, you know, insofar as it seems to the ground in ground 1 should not be embraced because the reasonableness of the decision will say, even if his actions didn't be determined, it's still
Just let me examine that for a moment. Your argument that you put in writing is that these things were considered, and even if they weren't considered, there's no jurisdiction.
But the failure to consider them is no jurisdiction. What we haven't addressed is whether even if they were considered, it was still unreasonable for the other reasons that our friend was to develop in his trial.
Mr. Wood, did you want to say?
I do. I think it's become important to clarify this because there seems to be genuine confusion. The point is this. We say, and we use terms both focused and requirement and unreasonable. It was unreasonable not to consider. Not that the consideration in the merits was unreasonable, but clearly that point is it wasn't considered in the sense that it was not evaluated. Now, to be perfectly clear, 18 of our amendment application said the question of whether cancellation costs and potential and so forth of Mr. Joffrey on the basis of the lines of text he said 2 years ago may also foster anti-vaccination sentiment. And he said the significance of that is assessment of the public interest in the exercise of discretion. So the point that I was emphasising in the file, questions from the bench, was whether you assume that the Minister is aware of evidence, in other words, having read the BBC report fully, was therefore aware that as that report said, galvanisation of the anti-vax community following from the cancellation. Awareness of that evidence is really
And the way you put your argument, I would appreciate that. This is not correct, my appreciation that if the court will view that Mr. Lloyd's submission should be accepted about consideration, round one is yes.
I agree. So if the court finds that the matter did consider invaluables, it's not just aware of evidence considered in assessing whether the interest lay on the discretion to do so, then on ground one.
The only other so if anyone which one
They remember 3 years ago. I was there the night Six Class beat Federer, and they've come down, they've come to say hello.
What we have to do is to spend the afternoon if possible to each of you to the outcome from that. And on one hypothesis it would be rather individual court. We would hope to do that later in the afternoon, and so in a sense we're not asking counsel or solicitors to stand down in their present condition. And we'll make some that's satisfactory to the side.
They can't be a baby anymore. We're a baby country.
So is that decision time coming up now, after this adjournment? Shit, yeah. Get my running shoes on.
I think they said, so it's been adjourned, essentially, deliberate, and then I think they said they'd post on the website again.
Oh, okay. So we don't know how long it's going to take though, it could be hours. And then they want Djokovic released within 30 minutes. Okay. I can get there in 30 minutes. Gotta update the London team. waiting for the Djokovic decision, mate.
Right.
How long is the break for? An hour?
No idea. They've adjourned to decide the decision, so it could take an hour, it could take two, we don't know, until they make a decision. What are you hoping for?
What do you mean? As long as I'm here.
No, what are you hoping for, like the decision?
I'm hoping for just one decision that Djokovic will win.
Yeah.
What about you? You are neutral?
I'm sort of in the middle, yeah.
In the middle?
Whatever the judge decides.
Don't
in my
tell
opinion.
anyone you are in the middle. Okay?
I mean, a lot of people...
These are very committed people.
A lot of people are against Djokovic, though, as you know.
But they shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be here. They have other places. You know, if they are here with these people, Romanians like myself, Serbians. But anyway, you are young, so being so young, you don't know enough history to understand why. What is Djokovic symbolize?
Yeah.
Okay? Story, Olympics, culture.
We should get a decision soon, though.
Yeah.
Well, the decision's going to hopefully be soon, fingers crossed, and then I'm going to run down to
early evening, good luck.
You reckon? Hours.
They said that they're not going to be able to make, share their decision making. They're going to try and get an answer late afternoon, early evening.
Oh, okay. It's that part. Well, it's going to be a long one anyway, because then these guys have to go somewhere. Some have made all the protests, so.
Yeah, it'll be I mean, there's only 4 places they can go.
That's Square, yeah.
Boys office, Park Hotel.
Oh, they won't go to the Park Hotel.
If he
gets
goes
detained.
back,
Yeah.
if he goes back, they will.
Yeah.
Or the office go to Melbourne Park.
Yeah, they were there yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be waiting here for a while, then I'm going to run down to the lawyer's office and get Djokovic to the park. What about you?
I'm done for the day, so I'm going to go home and see if I can't get someone to take over my lease, because I've got a bunch of people coming back.
Oh, sick. Right now?
Yeah, literally.
Oh, yeah. No rest for the wicked.
Although this is my last day this week and I've got a few days off, so...
Oh, let's go to the beach or something,
I used to be till Friday, after Friday I went.
Yeah. As soon as this is over, I'm literally doing nothing for a day. I'm just going to the beach. I've been working 9 days straight.
Yeah, and it's crazy hours.
Yeah. I started at 6:30 this morning outside the hotel. I'm kind of over it now. Just got this whole decision. Just make the decision now. Get it over and done with.
You know that today's the last day.
Yeah. Might be at the airport tonight though. Never know. Good luck with the lease.
Macedonia is Greek. He's undefeated. Fuck Erdogan. Championship of the world. In front of 80,000.
Is that a Pomeranian? Yeah, they're cute. I saw him earlier.
See, I'm Australian Open, man.
Fuck Erdogan.
Wait, the good thing is, no one knows who we are. No one knows who we are yet.
Yeah.
And we're just taking this in. No one knows who we are. They're all waiting for someone that's not even here right now. When you've got two actors that filmed La Brea right here, right now.
Yeah, we're farming Mason and stuff.
Sorry.
That's right.
We filmed La Brea. One of the best TV shows ever. No one's asking us questions. I wasn't filming La Brea. It is.
think we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, it's burging. If you want today or tonight.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of appetite for this really boring exterior shot with fans underneath. It's the biggest story in the world right now, man. There's nothing. Yeah, I should have brought a chair, one of your chairs, bro. I should have just sat right here.
Yeah.
But probably going to take a few hours. I was reading. There's even a possibility there could be a verdict tomorrow.
Yes, I heard that too. Yeah. Oh, and back to what you were saying before.
Were you listening to the verdict or listening to the hearing?
No, just checking on with us.
Yeah, same. Sorry.
Back to what you were saying before about you're talking about sleep and the like sleep deprivation. What have you? When you get to the book, as you go through the chapters, he basically explains different research that's been conducted by himself and others over the last 20 years. And sadly, pretty much all the research points to the relationship between sleep deprivation and diabetes, obesity, addiction, obviously Alzheimer's,
depression,
dementia, depression, pretty much anything
that's bad,
Yeah, it's in there. And oh yes, right, the other thing I was going to try to explain. On the Eastern Freeway, there was a quadruple fatality involving the cops.
Where, sorry?
On the Eastern Freeway.
Oh yeah,
so
today.
Basically, sorry?
Was this today?
No. A few years ago, there was a.
I remember this one. They were driving. Was it in like Traralgon or like somewhere in Gippsland?
No, it was Eastern Freeway. So basically, there was they pulled over a Porsche and were going to have it shipped away because the guy was speeding. Whatever. And then a truck driver on ice, he's panicked and just, I don't know, for some reason swerved into the cop cars and killed four of them.
I vaguely remember this from a while back,
So anyway, I covered it on the day for 9, can't stand it. But anyway, later on, I'm on like the mailing list from Monash University, and they have their school of psychology has a sleep laboratory. And I did some volunteer work with them in their research lab. And to cut a long story short, what they're doing is trying to identify a bit like a VR goggles that determine if you're too sleepy to drive. Because the police want to be able to basically enforce, driving, sleep driving, what the hell are you doing? You're too tired to drive. But it turns out that, the number one cause of road microsleeps.
Yeah, for sure.
And over the years, I've got countless fatal accidents. And sometimes, the guy was like, you've had a heart attack or, somebody crashed that in your car. And the only factor that was a bit weird is maybe it was late at night, right? A bit of a night owl myself. But I think you're very lucky to be reading that book because you can make some decisions for your future.
That's it, man. I just wanted to, because obviously sleep is a third of your life, and I just want to know more about it from a scientific and research point of view. And then doing a lot of shift work, where the hours just vary wildly.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, what damage is that doing to myself? Is it worth doing these really extreme hours for a bit of cash? But is it actually doing me more harm than good, if you know what I mean? So this is why the book's come in. But it's so dry for a lot of parts. It's like if I'm... I will, but like, it's one of those things like, after a long day like today, I'm not going to listen to Paul talk like that.
Yeah, I know, you're going to be a bit fresh before. But
on the other hand though, I've listened to it before and it has put me to sleep. So it's sort of doing its purpose in a way. And I think the guy says in the start of the book, he actually says, if you fall asleep, I won't be offended by it.
Yeah, he'll be wrapped. Yeah, he does say that. Yeah. So for me, right, losing the 4 nights a month night shift ultimately would be a blessing in disguise, I believe now, right? I think it was a godsend. I didn't realise at the time. But
have you stopped working nights now completely? Or?
Well, no. As in, if I get a request, I'll do it. If I become aware of it, like a big bushfire, who knows, it might be going all night, whatever. But I'm not scheduled.
Yeah, it's kind of just like it comes up ad hoc if you need to kind of cover a big story
exactly.
under huge circumstances. You'll go and do it during a night shift.
Yeah, but not like put yourself down for night shift, like routine stuff. Nothing like that.
See, with AP, I'm freelance, so a lot of the shifts that are available are actually night shifts.
Yes,
so especially during COVID, it's like half of my shifts in a month were night shifts. That was kind of where I got the idea to read this book.
Yeah, you're good book.
Because news is 24/7, mate. So
bloody hell. Yeah. Having said that, though, get this: 2/3 of the news stay like that. So less than a third is after hours. Peak time for the chat is 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. respectively. that would match up with things like coming out of the pub drunk and crashing your car, I guess, or falling asleep with a cigarette, burns the house down or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, you can't buy your health, you can't. You can't. Yeah, as I said, it's the pandemic era. Like, I've taken a lot of positives out of it, including 10 kilos less.
Mate, same here. So
really?
in the UK, because obviously there were quite a few lockdowns, I had a bike, and my number one sort of like hobby to do when I wasn't working was just go cycling with some mates.
Oh, cool.
Because you could kind of socialise and just go on like really big adventures. Like, around London, it's super flat, so like cycling's actually really easy. There's no hills or anything, and then heaps of exercise. Yeah, or like Melbourne's pretty flat. Actually.
Yeah, Sydney's pretty good. Melbourne's pretty good. Yeah, Sydney and Brisbane.
But what was I going to say? I got distracted. I noticed.
Cycling. You love cycling.
But then also, mate, because there's nothing else to do during the lockdown.
Yeah, what else can you do?
It's just like I was doing like a run in the morning, and then like some weights in the afternoon, which I made out of like sacks of flour. Pop handle, because like all the gyms were closed. And just naturally, mate, just through voodoo and all that sort of stuff, I shed like 15 kilos.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Not that I wasn't chubby, but like I had a bit more like muscle and a bit more like fat. So I kind of just like toned down a bit. So that kind of worked in my favour, man.
Well, it's funny to say that because I'm a folding bike fanatic.
A what?
Folding bike fanatic.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in London, the Bromptons.
Yeah.
So like my cousin,
that looks so dorky, man. Those folding bikes.
Did you say dorky?
Yeah, they'd be so dorky.
Yeah, I've had kids. I've had the ultimate dorky one. I've got the birdie German bike, and you literally, basically look like a circus clown, pretty much. I've had little kids
a tiny little bike, you were saying?
Well,
because a clown bike is like one of those tiny ones.
Yeah, I'm exaggerating, but the kids who haven't seen one before. But keep in mind though, in Japan, 20% of the bicycles are folding. Keep in mind that in places like Singapore, it's like that.
Well, in London, there's a lot because they're the only ones you're allowed to take on the underground.
Exactly.
Whereas you can't take your road bike onto an underground service because it takes up a lot of room. But me personally, mate, I use a road bike because it's just so much quicker there to get around on a bike than it is to walk or even get a car.
For sure.
Or even to like use public transport. It's quicker to cycle, mate, because no traffic.
This is my little copy at home here. This is images. This is.
I've seen those bikes around.
Yeah, that's the birdie there.
The funny thing is, I can imagine you actually being on that bike.
I'm crazy. Look this. I put me and my wife. We went 2 years off, 3 days around. That was the last.
Yeah.
I've been to the air show in Melbourne and I've seen every stand twice. I've been to Bangkok, Phuket, I've been to Osaka, Tokyo, London.
Mostly
Berlin was really cool. But yeah, bum bag, right? It looks like this, but it's flat. And inside the bum bag, it's a bag that you're holding on. So imagine this. I took it to Cairns Airport.
What that means, Silly, is that some kind of...
Pulled the bike out of the bag, put the bum bag on the bum, and now cycle off to Cairns with the backpack with the James Gardens or what have you there. So you have to use that folding bike. You can put 2 in the boot. One thing I used to do, we'll go to Grampians and drive up Mount William, just like an asphalt road top of the mountain. Okay, your turn. Cycle down 20 k's without pedaling, and then drive back up. The other one, one in the car, one in the...
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. And with the folding bikes, you're thinking, but those little wheels, you've got to pedal heaps, right?
I guess so, yeah. Because the wheels are tiny.
Wrong.
No,
have a close look. The front chain wheel is larger than your racer. The rear chain wheel is smaller than the racer, so the ratio is the same.
But they're all single speed. There's no gears on the front.
Wrong. I've got 9 speed. The Birdies, you can get internal hub gears as well, so you can have like 23 speed. Mate, I can ride up a steep mountain, or I can ride flat out. It's like I can, ride flat out, like almost as fast as the racer.
what's in at the moment as well, particularly in Europe, is the e-scooters.
E-scooters,
They're everywhere. And actually, for so long, they were still illegal in the UK because you know, one or two people that just like crack their heads open on the side of the road. Do it. You won't regret it. And then I think during the lockdown, because like they wanted to discourage people from getting the tube or like getting into crowded spaces, they legalised these e-scooters finally.
Okay. I keep seeing this ironic thing. I see like really obese couple on folding bikes. I think, that's cool. But they're close to electric bikes.
Yeah.
So the people who need exercise are buying electric folding bikes or electric bikes. When really they should be getting a regular bike.
I'm all for it though, man. It takes cars off the roads, and if
all I'm saying though is if you're overweight, you probably need a regular bike, not an electric bike. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you, but at least there's less cars off the roads, less emissions, and on an electric or a cleaner form of transport.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
I do agree if there's a fatty cycling, like on an e-bike, they should definitely be getting a push bike.
That's right. And the other interesting thing, which you don't really realise, like, but imagine this: like, have you ever driven a 3-ton truck?
No, never.
Okay, what's the?
I've driven a 4-wheel drive, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, a bit like that. So, okay, I'll give you a quick analogy, right? The electric bike is a bit like a 3-ton truck because it weighs weighs double, triple what a sports car would weigh, right?
Yeah.
So with a sports car, you've got good handling, good steering, good response. And that's like a regular folding bike. But once you step onto an electric folding bike or an electric bike, it's like it doesn't stop suddenly, it doesn't swerve. It's a worse riding experience.
Yeah.
But
there we go, speaking of the devil.
Yeah,
can you rent them out in Melbourne yet or nah?
I'm not sure about that. Probably.
Because in Brisbane they've got them. I realised when I was there a couple of weeks ago that they've just got like the Lime scooters where you can just get the app and unlock it, and you can just like rent it for like $1 a minute or whatever it is. I think they're pretty expensive. But yeah, I haven't noticed they're in Melbourne yet.
No.
The big downside to those e-scooters is they look pretty messy because there are certain bays where you're supposed to lock up the scooters, but there'll be one that's just here with like 20 scooters across, like kind of in a section. So they don't look very pretty, but and then obviously like the kids misuse them, or they'll just like, I think you're supposed to be on the road when you use them, but they'll just go on the footpath and like nearly mow people over. And I'm a bit like, if they're used properly, I'm all for it, but like there's going to be accidents and dickheads.
Yeah.
But I guess like the same with bikes, there could be dickheads and accidents as well with those, but
true.
Or roads, or cars even.
Yeah, I'm crazy about folding bikes. One of the things I did in the pandemic was my wife got a bit pissed off that I think I had 6 at one point. You got to sell some of them. Yeah, I think I plus a few regular bikes. I think I hit 10 bikes with kind of a fucking 6. It's important. But yeah, as I said, I love it. I love it. And also I also use them at work. Like, do you want to, like sometimes the station asks me, like, can I go to work? Do you know White Knight?
No, where?
Have you heard of White Knight?
White Knight?
Yeah.
Is that the movie?
No.
That's the Dark Knight, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly. Okay, so you know Moomba in Melbourne then? No, maybe not. Anyway, Moomba.
Moomba, no, what's that?
Okay. They illuminate all the city buildings at night, and there's like light shows, and they close a few streets, and basically 100,000 people walking around the exhibition buildings, down to Furion Mar, down to Fed Square, so 100,000 people walk around at night, all night, checking out the illuminations.
Yeah.
So TV stations want a coverage of, like...
Oh, it's like Vivid. It's like Vivid in Sydney a little bit.
Perhaps, yeah, especially. Yeah, maybe. So basically, I'm patrolling, looking for stabbings and trouble on the folding bike, ready to roll with my arm. Right? And you can imagine, up to the earpiece with the Ambo radio,
Yeah.
And as soon as there's like a stabbing or a wall or whatever, man, I just cycle there straight out. I got no one can beat me. I got like say there's 6 incidents that night, I get all 6. No one's got anything.
Because you're on the bike.
You can't beat it. You can't beat it. And everyone else has got nothing. 0. I can see that. There's no choice. So
I mean, even now, mate, like, or even this morning, I was thinking getting from the hotel down to the lawyer's office. I could probably cycle and get there just as quick as a car, if not quicker.
Yeah, bloody hell. Oh, yeah.
Because less red lights, less speed bumps. You kind of, if you really wanted to, run the red lights and just zoom past. I kind of do that every now and then.
Like, the park's stopping for a little while, and I just pull it out of the boot.
Yeah.
Oh, bang, I'm off. So, yeah, like for example, I did that on, you want to know this, like you wouldn't know, on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day here, Channel 7 footage of beach parties and shit was all mine at the Colton Park. No one knew, right? Like you wouldn't have known. It looks a bit like, it looks like a gimbal shot.
Yeah.
Kind of like a clip, you know? Yeah, it's a gimbal shot basically, with the gimbal behind.
Yeah.
And yeah, but no, I love it. It's I've been really lucky. I
mean, Melbourne's a great city for it. There's literally 0 hills in Melbourne.
Yeah, that's right. Heaps of bike paths. Did you see it? Heaps of bike paths.
But like, Melbourne looks like London apart from the trams. Like the bike paths are very similar.
Okay.
How it's all flash, the green spaces in the city. Yeah, like it really reminds me a lot of London, and I would 1,000,000% move to Melbourne when I move back to Oz. Definitely, I love it.
We're really lucky. Yeah, but for example, I live in the southeast that way, and there's literally I can run all the way up without leaving the bike path. Along the Yarra and then so on. You come to Scotland's Creek Trail, it's called, but yeah. One thing I have noticed is strangely, walking around here the last few days, like I'm wondering, like it doesn't seem to be many bikes the last few days.
I think it's dead at the moment everywhere.
Holidays. Yeah, everyone's on a holiday, I guess, right?
But also like work from home.
Yeah, there's that.
I mean, on and whatever.
Yeah, basic people. Yeah, but there's very few bikes being on. But yeah,
you know, in the UK, mate, there was literally for a good almost all of 2020, there was a bike shortage. That's like going like car speeds. But yeah, there was a bike shortage in the UK, and actually my bike got stolen right as the pandemic kicked off. I was at a friend's house, and someone with like bolt cutters or something literally stole the bike and threw it off the chain or whatever. And I literally was trying to buy one, whether it was new or used, for like weeks. But they were either out of stock or people bought them without Gumtree, because there was just a huge surge in demand because nothing else to do. But also the supply chains were a bit fucked up. So I couldn't get a bike for like 3 months, and I had to go out of London to actually get one from a shop like outside of London and bring it back on the train. But mate, it was like hot property for ages, like getting these bikes. And everyone was cycling, man. Everyone. Like there were more bikes than normal because like there's nothing else to do.
Tom, again, this is where the folding bike comes in. Let me just picture this. Here I am in London. I'm at the Imperial War Museum. Oh, chap, can you pop this in the cloakroom, please? No, fair.
Yeah.
You can take it into the
in a bag.
Well, yeah. I think I take the cloakroom as a museum so no one can steal it.
Yeah.
But also, what you do is I just hold it up and you just take it to the restaurant and you just put it under the table.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I can't be stolen that way. So that's the other beauty too.
How small does it fall to? Like roughly?
Two in a boot. 2 in my SDI boot, at least.
So it's like that.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine.
Wow. That's a hideous colour though.
The blue,
yeah. I love blue, but that's hideous on a bike.
Oh, you don't like that colour, okay. Yeah, well, anyway, mine's that colour. One of mine's that colour, would you believe? But you know, so the security factor, you can't, you can lock in the boot, take it into the restaurant, take it in the cloakroom, lock it in the locker. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like an expensive thing you got to leave over there. Any bastard can take it in a nutshell. Here's the other thing. People, the thieves, like it's not, like I said before, maybe it's not that cool. So the thieves aren't after it necessarily. And the other thing is, the thieves don't necessarily, like with the birdie, I can unfold it in 30 seconds, but your first attempt you'd be struggling, right? Like which latch is which, so you basically, you look like you're stealing because you wouldn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Chances are. But, yeah.
I've got a pretty hectic story because there's a lot more thefts of bikes in London than here, and the UK in general is a bit more quiet.
Yeah.
So this one guy I worked with, he had a Bianchi bike.
Oh yeah, I know.
Bianchi bike.
Pretty expensive. Like
really expensive. Right? Yeah, exactly. It was worth a couple of £1,000, so $4,000.
Yeah.
But he locks it up in. So he lives in an apartment block, and it's all secure, fobs, underground car park with a closing gate.
Yeah.
And he locks his bike in like a bike parking inside. And one day he went to get his bike, and had been stolen.
Okay.
And he went down and he's like, oh, where's my bloody bike? And it turns out they took the bike and they took the actual metal that was like fixed to the ground.
Yeah.
They took the actual like bike
holder. Yeah. So
and
they had like 8 bolts. They took the whole thing.
they took the whole thing and the bike.
Yeah.
But then also they managed to break into the apartment car park. So like a very sophisticated operation to steal this one bike.
Yeah.
It just shows you like the length some of these people go to literally just steal these expensive bikes.
Speaking of Bromptons, what a coincidence. We're just talking about him and there's a guy that's one there. You see that?
Yeah.
That's a Bromptons, is there?
And I must sit down because my legs are killing me.
Cool, no worries. Well, I'm going to
are you,
go get another drink.
Oh, yeah. Are you, are you like doing anything with RTS at all?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I'm kind of...
Because you've been like kind of just loitering around all day.
Well, that's right. That's
which is good for you, but like also at the same time.
I'm getting paid for the day anyway, right? So I kind of said that I'm getting paid for the day anyway, so...
What's he doing?
Sasha?
Journo, just sitting around.
Yeah, not sure. Not sure. But basically, if they request again, I've got to be within, I can go home and come back in half an hour or hang around, so it's up to me.
Yeah.
But for what's happening, who knows? It could be a job for the day after.
What? 7-Eleven, just there.
Cool, all right. You have a rest.
I reckon you will.
Good to talk to you, Tom. We'll talk again.
Yeah, I'm going to sit down, man.
Cool.
I'm just tired. But I think not too big.